if you're in Ontario, order that and get it to your crib if you can't get it at LCBO. And then if you're not in Ontario, what you're going to do is be smart. You're going to go to Facebook and you're going to type in beer groups for trade. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a bloke or a lady and you're going to be like, oi, I want a maple. You're going to go ISO maple butter tart ale. And that's what you're going to do. You go for trade, whatever the fuck I have. And you're going to trade for it. And you're going to be happy. And then I'll get a letter saying, thank you, BAOS podcast, for telling me about this fire-ass pastry in a fucking glass.
Thank you.
Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Are you a brewhead? I'm a brewhead. Y'all are brewheads? Yeah, we brewheads. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified Brewhead.
And I'm Scott Beer Cole, beer enthusiast.
And welcome to another edition of Beer Mail here on BAOS in the Between Two Ferns set. So we got a wicked beer mail. An unexpected beer mail from Sawdust City.
Is it really unexpected, though?
No,
we love Sawdust, they love us.
Yeah, that's true. Huge shout out to Sam, you sexy man.
You with
Caleb with that
beautiful just face and everything.
Caleb and Emily, just wonderful
we
human
love you
beings.
Guys. You're great. Shoutouts Gravenhurst, Ontario.
Yes, we can't wait. Hopefully we'll get up there soon.
Yep.
They spoiled us with this fantastic beer mail with a particular beer that we've been waiting for.
This guy.
Yes. Super excited about that.
So much excited.
So let's see what we've got. So from this side, we have the maple butter tart ale, which in and of itself is freaking phenomenal. We'll talk about that in a sec. We've got the Lone Prime.
Right.
The OG IPA that Lone Pine and what was the big one called? Twin Pines came from. So I guess we'll figure out what that is. This big bastard in the middle is called, it tells you how to pronounce it on the side. Hygge Coffee Stout. So we'll do that one second last, actually, because this next guy is even bigger than the bottle.
The Blood of Cthulhu, if you know anything about Imperial Stouts, you know what the Blood of Cthulhu is.
Telling you.
I have one of these in
so do
my
I.
cellar right now.
I know, and it's different. It's a different packaging.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I don't know if there's a different version of it.
Okay.
It might be like a 2017 ounce. I don't know what the one we have.
Bar hop little shout out here on the back. Is it?
Yeah, it's Kalaba Laba Laba.
Kalaba Laba Laba. Okay, cool.
And what's that sexy one?
Last but not least, Strawberry Milkshake IPA.
Oh, we've been waiting for this.
Shoutouts to Emily for the beautiful artwork.
What an artistic genius that woman is.
Look at that. Look at it,
Just
camera. Look at that camera. Right in your face, camera.
Get that in your face, camera.
And, of course, Caleb for
coming up with
the whole recipe, making the beer.
He's a musical genius, that guy.
Yep.
So we're going to start off with the Maple Butter Tart Ale.
Which we've had before.
We have had before, but not on here. Now, this beer is such... Do you know the story of this? You actually... No, Brad had an OG. Do you know the story?
Yeah.
Can you tell the people? They need to know.
There was... it was part of a competition, wasn't it?
It was.
And it won for... And they featured it in a butter tart...
So they...
You tell me the story because I don't know the whole thing.
So basically, there was a contest where you could, if you guys want some, basically there was a Collaboration Nation North beer contest where people from Ontario townships...
Don't just read it, bro.
I know. That's the exact
I'm
thing.
joking.
They submitted a thing to win the best beer. And
Yes.
the town of Midland submitted this because they're famous for butter tarts.
Right.
And they submitted, and they won, so they made a butter tart beer. Now, this was also made at Sawdust City, but I actually heard about this from Nicole from Sweetgrass.
Yes, that's where I heard it. Right, exactly.
And they basically brewed it. I forgot if it's... I don't know if it's... I think they brew it in different places every year. Yeah, no worries. This is just a fantastic beer. If you've ever... I don't know if it's available outside of Canada, but if you haven't had a maple butter tart...
Like, come on.
It's worth coming to Canada
Right?
for realsies.
That's about as Canadian as it gets, I feel.
Oh, and this is a fantastic fucking beer, dude. Like, it's 5%, I think. It was really hard to get initially. It was only from the brewery, which is when Brad got it, because you told me about it. Then I heard about it from Nicole when we did the podcast, like last year or something.
Shout out Griffin Pub.
Yes, they have it right on. They have it right on the back there.
Oh, is that in Midland?
No, it's in Gravenhurst.
It's in Gravenhurst. Yeah.
Okay, so it's got
They're like
something to
that
do with
beer
them.
pub, and isn't it
Sam?
Sam's brother that runs that place?
Oh, I think it might be.
Yeah, Sam's bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had a dessert matching
Right.
with the beer.
And it worked well.
Yeah.
And then the town submitted it, and that's the one that won.
So fun, so good.
Yeah.
And it's just
you can find.
because at the Session Festival, remember they have that Session 7. They have 7 different breweries
right,
that do it.
part of the
So
same.
that's
Right, yes, exactly.
Yeah, which is so sick. But now it's available everywhere, all the time. Thank the beer guys.
It's just a fun beer, man. It tastes delicious. It smells like.
Can we stop talking and get it in?
It smells like the Golden Griddle, like in the best way possible. It's like
it literally smells like maple syrup.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Get
Cheers.
in here. Cheers, guys.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
That is phenomenal.
That's like a sugar shack,
There's levels to it.
maple ale.
There's
levels to it.
It's even got that you know that drying maple thing that it does to your tongue, like after you eat anything.
It's
Yeah.
real maple. It's not Aunt
It's no,
Jemima's. No knock on Aunt Jemima.
Hey, salute Aunt Jemima.
It's my girl though, but that real maple, it's got that you know what I mean?
Oh my god,
Like that
phenomenal.
earthy, real
Yeah.
sugar taste to it.
I feel like this would have been a very, very hard beer to nail. Like to actually make a liquid form of that. Because you got the bready, crusty, like that flaky pastry.
Yep.
And then you got that creaminess from the butter that you had
But
to
you got to
recreate.
hit the maple in there like that.
And then the maple.
You know what I'd like to
Did I say
have,
anything
to be
about
honest,
creams?
TBH, I would
Probably
like an imperial version of this. Like give me like a 9 or 10% thick,
So it'd be
dirty,
like
syrupy.
kind of like a porter almost, maybe a bit darker,
Like
or
an
just, just an imperial version.
Like an imperial, like just
be thicker and syrupy.
That's right.
That's a good idea. It says it's got butter, rum extract, vanilla extract, maple extract, and caramel extract.
Beauty.
Fucking beaut, mate. Yeah, seriously, please, if you're in Ontario at least.
It's
What
a
if I
fun
can get it
beer.
from
It's a fun beer.
And the artwork is so sick.
You know what? If it's brewed and it is really, right? If it's brewed and packaged by Sawdust, that means they do the home delivery now.
Is this a thing, Sawdust? Can we get this to our front
In
doors
Ontario,
if
so
we're in Ontario?
If you're in Ontario, order that and get it to your crib if you can't get it at LCBO. And then if you're not in Ontario, what you're going to do is be smart. You're going to go to Facebook and you're going to type in beer groups for trade. And what you're going to do is
It's
you're
a
going to
thing.
find a bloke
It's an actual
or a
thing.
lady and you're going to be like, oi, I want a maple. You're going to go ISO maple butter tart ale. And that's what you're going to do. You go for trade, whatever the fuck I have. And you're going to trade for it. And you're going to be happy. And then I'll get a letter saying, thank you, BAOS podcast, for telling me about this fire-ass pastry in a fucking glass.
Thank you.
Pastry in a glass is a good name for this one.
Pastry in a glass. Pastry in a glass. No, but how cool is home delivery? Because I've dabbled, and it is just the greatest
Litty.
thing ever. I'm like, hey, I want beer from Ottawa. Hey, I want beer from Hamilton. Hey, okay. Type. Numbers, letters.
Internet.
Send. Boom, right to my front door.
Front door.
Yeah.
Nah, it's very cool, man. And like the more and more breweries are doing it. There's like at least 5 or 6 I can think
Before
of.
it was like, go to your local LCBO. If it sucks, too
Tough.
bad.
Yeah.
Just take whatever they have
Or
there.
go to the brew pubs when you can get them.
Right, like
It's
okay, I can
spread
go.
out
I
a
can go
lot.
like once a month if I'm not like I don't live in the area.
Yeah.
But now it's like internet.
Particularly for a brewery like Sawdust that like
Right, like-
juicing and the strawberry milkshake and stuff aren't available in LCBOs
Right.
except for maybe the local one.
And that's the fire. That's the
That's
fire
the
that
fire.
you want in your life. So
I'm saying though, fam.
yeah,
So I think it's really, really dope. Sawdust have always been sort of like ahead of the game as far as just the volume of beers they have in the LCBO, like the amount of SKUs in there, and like
they've been around for a minute, man. Like I feel
They
like
have.
like they've been knocking at the door forever, and like they're here obviously, but like they've been in the game from the beginning, like
Yes.
from the get go.
they were
So-
the first Northeast IPA we ever
Right.
had. It was a year and a bit ago. We
Right.
had
Well,
juicing.
from here you mean?
Period. No, we
No,
had
never had
any
one?
From, nope.
Oh, true.
We got juicing because Sam dropped them off like a G at
True.
Toronto Brewing that day.
Yep.
And we were brewing whatever it was, that spice shitty winter ale we did. That
Yeah.
Christmas ale, which I still have some left because I don't want to drink it.
Train pour.
Yeah. Well, we got 2 of them. You blend them.
Yeah,
all back.
true.
But yeah, he dropped them off, and ever since then, that started our journey for that. So I've sort of like already, we were huge fans, and we'd had the podcast with Sam by then,
Yeah.
had a relationship, which is why he was able to drop them off. But to see them continue to do stuff, like they started that trend, as far as I know.
Yeah.
They started that trend in Ontario, and I think that is extremely commendable.
And Sam's been a G from time because
Yeah.
he came down. He drove down for the day to podcast with us
After
down at
hangover
Bar-
as
right,
tits.
and you could tell he was barely alive. Like, his heartbeat was like just
Minimal.
maybe like very like we had to maybe give him a few
pumpers before
start him up, but he drove all the way down from Gravenhurst to podcast with us, and he's like, "Okay, no, I'm driving back to Graven." I'm like, dude,
that's a
you're
dedicated man.
You're a G.
Comes in, make sure we get free beers at a place because they have the Coriolis
Yes.
It was a beautiful hot day in July.
Oh, sitting on the rooftop, a bar hop, drinking suds with the guy who brewed them.
What
a better than that,
mate? We were blessed. We're lucky. We're very lucky gentlemen. So, the one we've all come here for. Well, at least you and I.
Are we going there already?
Well, because we've got. I feel like if we have the IPA, it'll overrun it because it's going to be a smoother flavor. Then we've got 2 stouts.
You don't gotta convince me, bro. This is a broadcast, right? So, all right.
The snapbacks are loud. Tiff, you okay there, babe?
Strawberry, mate.
So strawberry milkshake IPA. Thank you for doing me first. Pause. Oh gosh, I love the way how you violently poured that. Oh, God.
Violent.
Oh my god, it smells like heaven. Do you guys want to bring your glasses over? Because I do need to take the photograph. Everyone's like, lining up, please, sir.
Can I have more?
So, milkshake IPA is a little bit.
You enjoy.
It's a bit of a debatable style of beer. There's lovers and there's haters of this style, and that's fine. I wouldn't expect anyone to love every style of beer or hate every style of beer. I think it's quite a fun style of beer.
I think it's amazing.
I
style
quite
of beer.
enjoy it.
It's everything style of beer.
It is, but
Thank you.
as with everything, there's haters, right? So beer is supposed to be fun, in my opinion. And if someone wants to brew a beer called a milkshake IPA and put fun fruits in it,
Yep.
and make it taste delicious and thick and hazy, cool, man. You're thinking outside the box. You're doing something different. You're doing something new. I commend you. I'm not going to drink like 3 pints of milkshake IPA probably in a night, but I'm going to have a glass like
You're
this. Well, no, probably not.
You're fucked, man.
But I'm going to have a glass and I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to savor it and I'm thinking it's going to be amazing.
Yep.
And that's just my personal opinion. So
Let's do it.
get it
I just
in
need
ya.
to do this, please. Get
Cheers.
in here. Guys, cheers. Baby Jesus.
Oh, shit.
It's exactly what I wanted.
Right on point. And we have, by the way, we have not tried this until this first sip right now, right?
Do you know how hard it was not drinking this over the last week and a half?
Yeah.
I did it for you guys.
Caleb.
All right.
Good job, mate.
Thanks, mate.
No, I'm being silly. No, thank you. This is fantastic, guys. This is really, really crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's beer if you're not sharing it, Shells?
Right?
Am I right? Am I right?
No, that's fire, dude. That's fire. That's good beer, mother.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Fucking.
It's great.
Jesus.
There's that bit of vanilla in there that brings like the fruit up. There's the mouthfeel.
Yep. It's like chalky.
Yeah.
A little but not overkill. It's got that that tangy, it's got the creaminess from the lactose and that fruity tanginess sort of in the back that kind of sticks around at the
Yep.
end. And this nose. Oh my god, these guys know what the hell they're doing. Caleb, you're a genius, aren't you?
Genius, bro.
I'm pretty sure it was Caleb. I don't know if it was Sam on this one. I feel like because Caleb did juicing, from what I understand.
Right.
Caleb did the water profile and everything.
Yes, correct.
So
It's
I'm
on the
pretty
same
sure
tip.
it is.
Same tip.
So I look, Caleb, I owe you a hug.
Yeah.
A really big one. It's going to be
No,
a
it's
problem.
dope, man.
You're
This
not
is
going
really
to
cool. This is very true to style. It is right on point. That the fruit is there as much as I want it to be, but it's not aggressive. The mouth feels there. That's the creaminess. It's right on point.
Dude.
Love it. Great.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you, some came in a quick couple of notes on this one. Jesus, that's fantastic.
That's fun, and it looks just beautiful.
Doesn't it? Do you know what? Remember, Emily actually showed us.
We saw the pre.
Yeah, without
before it was released.
thing on it. So
Yeah.
Emily's she drew that by hand. Yo.
She's
That's
good at
crazy.
drawings. She's good at drawings.
Drawings. Yeah, man. 5% too,
Dude.
so it's crushable. It's not
What?
like a big one.
That's
But it-
5.5%.
Is it 5.5 or just
Yeah.
5?
There's a little hidden 5 in the strawberry seed.
wow.
Yeah.
5.5, eh? That's what I'm saying. I actually disagree with you, Scotty, in that, you said you wouldn't drink 3 pints of them. I would drink milkshake IPAs
All day?
every
Would
day.
you?
I am.
I like it.
I would. I don't know. I could just drink this shit forever. There's something about this that just speaks to my soul.
It's a fun style, man. I really like it. It's
amazing.
yeah. Hazy, chalky, juicy. Good call. I didn't realize. I'm like, why are you going there now? I'm like, oh, because and
Yeah.
okay, now
And
I
you know, I
get it.
figured this is 9.5, this is 6.5, so we're actually going to do this before Cthulhu because that's going to ruin it.
Correct. And what is that?
That's the Lone
right.
Pine.
Shouldn't
Lone
that go next?
Prime. Yeah, that's next.
Okay.
Yep. Then
Thought
the
so.
stouts. Yep,
Thought
yep,
so.
Yep. Hey, I'm here for you, bro. No, super impressed. Everyone already knows, like, we speak of, Sawdust extraordinarily highly.
There's a reason
Definitely,
for that, though. Like, man, they're doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
And they continually put out good beers. Like,
Mhm.
if you do that, I will praise you.
Yep. I like it that they, like, say these ones here, like when they got the label like this with the sticker.
Yep.
Like, this is not available in LCBO. There's no barcode on any of these ones, right?
Right.
So these are brewery only.
Brewery only, right.
Therefore, the home delivery only. And to me, that's super sick because they have, like we were saying about the SKUs, they've got how many beers have they got in the LCBO? Like 5 to 10 at least.
Yeah,
At
I'd say.
least.
Yeah.
I mean, there's rotating.
Well, seasonally and right.
Seasonal and stuff. But I mean, they've got the Gateway, Kolsch, and Lone Pine. And,
Yep.
the Golden Beach Pale and a bunch of ones like that are kind of like always available. And then you've got these specialty ones that, now people actually have access to without going
Take
crazy.
advantage of home delivery. Like, it's such a great feature
best.
to have. Like, I've only used it a few times yet, but there's no
It's sick,
reason
right?
to go to the LCBO anymore. Sorry, like,
No, like, I would prefer to go to the brewery direct. That's
Right,
the same thing.
but if you can't-
If you can't, then at least you got that option.
exactly.
All right. Oh my god, I don't want to end. I don't want it to end. So this is Lone Prime. It says original IPA, and it's Sawdust City Brewing Company's 1000th brew. It's a tough
Damn.
word to say. So, this is good. It tells you the hops: Summit, Chinook, Columbus, Simcoe. Oh, that's it.
That's
So,
Pennie AF right there.
6.8. I think this is either a West Coast or it could be a British one.
That sounds pretty West Coast to me.
I remember reading about it. I
Based
don't
on
believe it.
the pininess.
Yeah. Ooh. It smells piney. Oh, it's a little brown.
Yep. That would indicate the...
The British style.
Yeah.
Is that enough or more?
No, it's good.
Good. 6.8%. Yeah, it's definitely. It's still, man, this -23 did a number on these beers, eh? These been sitting out here for like an hour and
No,
they're still
that's
not
okay.
warm. An hour
No,
and
that's
a half.
okay. You don't want it warm. You want it... That's
It's
perfect.
still, but it's just so funny. Everything's been sitting out for like 2 hours in here.
And still
I
chilly.
said an hour, then I checked the time. It's been 2 hours. Yeah. Yo, eh? All right. Lone Prime, 6.8.
Nice
Get it in
color.
ya.
Get it in
Yeah,
ya.
great color.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. I feel like I need to Google it to find out what it is, like what the thing is, but I don't want to fuck up the video. Spicy?
A little
Spicy.
bit more than you'd expect from...
Yeah. Piney for sure. Spicy.
That's totally like a British style IPA. Like, that is hundo.
But it's a British style that has like, it's definitely, it's got like fruity hops. Tangy, definitely tangy. It's like a British style with balls. Does that make sense? Because it's got like, it's something about this. It's not soft. Do you want to try? Or are you just checking? What are we at? Oh, geez, 21 minutes. Still got 2 beers to go. Wow, sometimes we talk. Yeah, the British style IPAs are something that don't move us. I don't speak for
Not
you, but
particularly.
I'm not
No,
really into
yeah.
a bunch. But this is much more interesting than the typical British one. It's very creamy as well. I mean, look at that head just sitting there.
Yeah. Lots of lacing on there.
It's very opaque as well. I'm getting like the hop burps a bit from it, unless that's residual from our strawberry one. We still are all strawberries. That's good. I like it. Malty, caramel, tangy, smacky.
I feel like it's a collaboration of 2 different styles.
Yes, I agree. American and English.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like the West Coast and the English style are being like, hey, I bring this to the table. Hey, I bring this to the table. Let's collab, make a track together,
Bam.
bring that fire.
Know what I
and
mean?
That's
That's what happens.
Yeah.
So it's the number
like a
1,000 brew. It's
Okay.
like a what?
Yeah, I was just going to say there's like a malty toffiness to it, but there's also
For sure.
that West Coast kind of
That
dry
fruitiness
hoppy
and
dankiness.
Exactly, piney
Yeah.
dankness.
Yeah.
So I think potentially from memory, I've read about this, but they didn't send any like sometimes with
Right,
the beer, you get
right.
the little piece of paper. I think this was the original recipe for Lone Pine.
Yes, when it first, right.
Yeah, when it first came out, and then it was merged into what Lone Pine is.
Because Lone Pine is very different from this.
Yes, it's definitely that lighter,
Way lighter in color,
orangey.
very yellow. It's like hay yellow.
Yes, and much more opaque and hazy.
Yeah,
almost.
a little more dank and piney.
Yes, still very West Coast American.
Yeah.
There's nothing British about it.
Right.
Whereas this is kind of where maybe they started
And then evolved it into what it is now.
Yeah, which is dope. It's cool that they bring that back. I think that's respect to the OG. I'm not sure if it's their original brew or just the original version of this beer.
I like there's a nice mouthfeel to it too. Very smooth and creamy.
Yeah, I agree.
I think almost every style I appreciate if it has that kind of real soft, smooth creaminess to it. I can't think of a style that I wouldn't like, because I love an IPA that's like that, but I also really appreciate a stout
Any
or
dark
a
beer.
porter, any
Yep.
dark beer, right?
Even, maybe a lager or a Pils.
But even, have you had a creamy lager before?
I think I have, and they're fire.
Like your favorite style when we first cream ale was your favorite style from the get go.
Like Nitro, like
Right.
St. Ambroise was my
And
joint.
remember, like an IPA on Nitro was unbelievable. But like
Sometimes it happens,
it
yeah.
really lends itself well to stout,
Yeah.
porter, things like that.
Very
But
much so.
you put an IPA on Nitro, dude, that's crazy. It's
over.
fire.
So this does have that vibe.
Yeah.
Let's do this Hygge, which is
Hygge.
cool. Have you ever had we've had Limberlust and stuff. I was gonna say, have we had a Sawdust out of the bottle before?
Yeah. And we have the ODB sitting in my cellar from time.
We were just discussing that because
Yes.
that was from a video earlier this year.
Right.
I reckon we save it for next year and
Yep.
just do a vertical.
We'll do a vertical.
Is it a vertical if it's only two though? Maybe it's more of just a versus.
Versus.
Hoogs. Break open the hoogs, man.
Okay, so Hygge coffee stout. Represent. What else do we know about it?
To take the roastery side.
6.2%.
Is it that thing now? No.
I don't got good eyes, mate. Oh, something about espresso. Can you
look?
read that? Oh,
Have
from coffee from
I got glasses on,
Toronto. Yeah, use your glasses.
infused with Honduran Catia Duke espresso from Cut Coffee in Toronto. And there's a picture of two people with a bubble saying Fever Dream, which probably has some sort of reference. Maybe it's the roaster and Sam or Caleb or something. That kind of looks like Caleb, actually. I reckon that's him.
That's Caleb.
Sexy bastard.
He
You
is
are.
a sexy bastard.
You fucking sexy Caleb. Give me a call. Oh, it's one of those ones that tick us. It'll get there. You gotta do it bit
I
by
know.
bit.
I gotta. No.
So-
no.
Oh, see how the brewheads can do anything?
Dude, if you
What kind of do?
have an opener,
Yep.
or if you don't have an opener, shut up and buy this one because it's way better than the one you already have.
Or don't.
Or don't, or do, and use the promo code
BAOS. No.
BAOS Podcast.
No, it's either BAOS or beer. It's in the description of the video now.
There's
I'm gonna put it
no
there.
other beer opener you need. It is the
Yeah.
greatest opener ever made. I swear to
Yeah.
F. It's amazing.
What I'd actually like you to do is, like, if you have your beer opener handy, I want you to go get it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Throw in the garbage.
Get it,
Toilet, maybe in the toilet.
throw it away.
And then go and purchase this one because it's way better and far superior to the one you already have.
So probably go and get it and hang on to it until you order that and it arrives. It does come from America.
Just in case you have a beer.
Just in
or two,
case. Yeah. Because, like, you're going to need it. So you are a gentleman. You are a server at heart.
He's already taking credit.
Oh, wow.
We'll see about that, Chelsea. I would never do that to you, Chelsea. Come on, we'll share him.
She's far
Whenever you're ready.
cuter.
She's far cute. Chelsea is significantly more attractive than her. Unfortunately for me, so...
Fire?
Man, it smells like espresso.
fire?
Well,
Put some coffee beans up my nose and just.
Yeah.
getting inside of you.
Get it inside.
It's fantastic. I love coffee stouts. I love coffee stouts.
Creamy, sweet, roasty,
Bitter,
bitter,
chocolatey,
chocolatey,
Caramel.
espresso. All those
a
good
little
things.
dry and dusty. It's
Balance
fantastic.
well. It's just
Balance well.
very
Thank you.
hectic on the nose, but
Yep.
it doesn't follow through hectic.
Doesn't. No, you're right. Almost buttery.
I will say, it's maybe a style that's a little more difficult to screw up.
Break it down.
I've been to some breweries where I've had their entire lineup of beers.
Okay.
And I've been kind of like, this is okay. This is pretty good. Maybe not my favorite. And then I have like their creamy stout or their imperial stout, whatever they have.
And it's fire.
And I'm like, that's pretty good.
You can hide a lot more flaws.
Right, that's the thing. There's no real hop profile to it. You're really just saying like, here's big roasty malts, and here's some coffee, and here's some chocolate. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's good ones and there's great ones, but I feel like it's a style that I maybe haven't had a ton of terrible coffee stouts or terrible.
I agree, actually.
Correct me if I'm. So we're burping like
at
crazy right now.
Terrible. Woof. No, you're 100%.
No, I'm not going to name the brewery, but there was a brewery recently I went to, and I didn't like any of their beers. We had like 2 flights, like 2 paddles of their beers. And I was like, this sucks. This isn't that good. This is kind of boring. Okay, this is... And then the last beer we had, I think they didn't have it on tap. They had it in bottles or something, and we cracked it. I was like, this is pretty good. This is actually really good. And I think it was like it was a porter or a stout or whatever it was. It was a dark roasted beer. And I was like, you know what? And I'm like...
It was like a surprise.
Yeah, I'm like, great, just give us that one. And like, it's going to be trash, but we had it. And I was like, no, this is pretty good. And not to say you can't make a bad one, because you can. Of course. But I feel like it's harder to do that. Right, exactly.
Interesting. I think that's a good point. It's just like, I guess like we said, it's that like there's more to hide the flaws in. And like...
I'm not trying to reference this beer because this is great.
This is fantastic.
Like, it just reminded me that I can't think of many places that I've had like, oh God, that's a disgusting coffee stout. Or have you had a disgusting coffee porter coffee stout?
Not that I
chocolate stout, imperial stout.
I've had ones that were harder. We're about to do a video for one that's super hard to drink because it's so intense, but it's still amazing.
That's a great. I didn't realize I was referencing that, but that could be one that maybe I'll be a little off put by.
It's not
based on what you said.
No. There's nothing bad about it, and it's one of those ones where you need 1 to 2 ounces,
right? And
you're good. And it's not because it's bad; it's because it's so intense and so rich. It's like port or something. You know how you have like port after dinner or something, or sherry. Right. Like it's only 10. Like it's like in that.
It's an aperitif, so to speak.
Essentially, or digestif actually, because aperitif's beforehand.
Almost like the blood of Cthulhu,
which is up next. I'm a little scared of that one. So
is this barrel aged or something?
No idea.
It is imperial stout with cherries, raspberries, and cranberry.
Can you stop? That's probably the blood. Fucking amazing. Honestly, Sawdust, what's that, 4 for 4? They're about to go 5 for 5.
They always knock them out the park.
Every time. This is legitimately fantastic.
I also like Long Dark Voyage.
I haven't had it for ages.
I have one in my cellar as well.
What's that? What's the ABV?
High.
High.
Okay.
Blood of Cthulhu. So he is a large, octopusian monster. What's it from? It's like I don't know if it's mythology.
It is mythology.
Is it mythology?
I believe so.
It's cool that that's a pretty gangster reference. I think a lot of metal bands talk about it because all my metal friends in high school
like hardcore. We were into that for a while, weren't we?
Yeah, we used to go to metal gigs. We're tossing beavers.
Just like mosh pit. Jumping on people, tossing beavers.
I feel like a lot of people watching this might be into metal because beer dudes generally, when you ask brewers about what they listen to when they brew, it's generally
I drink Imperial Stout.
Hey, metal's gangster, man. That's a good shit to drink.
And we were super into it, man. It was our thing. We lived in a house together, and we'd wake up in the morning, and I'd hear from downstairs, "Oh my fucking god!" I'd be like, "Craig, want to have some eggs for breakfast?" He'd be like, "Do you have bacon?" I'm like, "Yes."
It's pretty good.
Oh god, I miss living there.
Yeah, it's fun. When we were young and had no responsibilities.
Oh god, there were few responsibilities.
Do you know what we drank some okay beers? Oh my god, you don't even messing around with that large pour.
3 ounces, doggy. It
Yo,
looks
us.
like blood. It pours like blood. It actually,
does.
it's thick as.
It's tickas famas.
Did you both just correct me at the same time right
Yo.
there?
It's official.
When do we start apologizing to Tiffany?
Sorry, babe.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah.
Love us, Tiff.
9.5 Imperial Stout with cranberries, raspberries, and
Cran Raz, the other red one, cherries.
oh yeah. Well, it doesn't smell like that at all.
I'm assuming because the high ABV that kind of kills the.
The nose, eh?
Yeah.
Well, as the kids say, get it inside of you. Jonathan and Emil, you did well, bro.
It's not
Gorgeous.
great.
Oh my god.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
What is that? That is amazing.
The juice break. So
Oh my
you
god.
take an Imperial Stout, you add the juices to it, it gives it that vibrancy that boosts it, zaps it up to the next level.
Jesus Christ, that is phenomenal. Yeah, definitely a mouth punch. That is like it's like just juice mixed with chocolate, coffee,
Yeah.
roast caramel.
Right. That's on a level.
You know what? There's like a hint, like a very very subtle hint of like red when you kind of look at it, but it's barely perceptible. So when you
Yeah.
sip it, it's
It's
unexpected.
like a
and you're like, whoa.
Dark auburn, but there's juice in there, man.
Sawdust City, you are a wonderful bunch of human beings, and the service you are providing to humanity is invaluable, and we appreciate you. Continue to do so.
I just think they get it. They're like, hey man, beer's fun. Let's make cool beer that tastes delicious and not really care about constraints and like, let's make this and add this and put this. You're making good beer, man. It tastes delicious. It's fun. It's cool. It's
Yep.
different.
That's all they do.
Let's can't everyone be like that,
I wish.
right?
I'm grateful.
But
Y'all
thank
are
you,
amazing.
Sawdust. We love you from time.
Thank you so much. Yes. So these are all amazing. From my understanding, you can get this in the LCBO. The rest you should be able to get from the home delivery if you're in Ontario. If not, get your asses on Trade Game.
Go on the internet, bro.
Up
It's easy.
Internet.
Type the www with the dot and then the
then
.com at the end and just
and the
order
tingas.
your stuff to your front door. It's easy.
Do it. Don't be silly.
Yeah.
So if you watch this far in this long ass video, you'd be like kind of ridiculous if you didn't give us a thumbs up. Like I'd be kind of offended at this point. Would you?
That's all
like-
we want, bro.
Just a thumbs up, bro. A thumbs up.
Come on, bro.
And then if you
give us some sort of
if you're gonna be-
validation that we're doing something correct.
to please you, and then if you're gonna hit the thumbs up, you're just gonna move your cursor just to the other side and hit that subscribe button.
It's like this. It's like this. Like that.
See how
So
easy
you guys-
that was? See how easy that
I
was?
just did it right there.
He did
I
it.
just subscribed.
Did it for you. And did you hit the notification bell while you were
I
there?
didn't, but maybe I should.
Do you know what it is?
Ding.
You hit subscribe, it goes grey. There's a little bell. You hit that
Just did
bell.
it. Just did it.
It'll let you know. And also follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast and check us out on the long form audio on Apple Podcasts.
It's
And
even longer than all this.
yeah, whatever. It kind of is, barely.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you, Sawdust. Get it in ya.
Love you guys.
Love you. Cheers.
Cheers.